Each of 20 students in a class took a test and received a whole number score. Median is 87. None of the students received a score of 87. So that tells me that the average of the two middle numbers are 87. So we have 10th number here, 11th number, and then 12th number, all the way to the 20th number. And then here we have from the first number. So here are 10 numbers. And then here we have, here we have 10 numbers as well. So because the median is 87 and none of the students received a score of 87, that means the average of these two numbers right here has to be 87. So let's keep going. 30% of the students received a score of 90 or above. So what does that mean? That means that 3/10 of the total number of students, which is 6, that means 6 scored 90 or above. So now we know that the average average is 87, and none of them are 87. So that means we're going to have one number that is above 87 and then one number that's below 87. So for example, we might have 88 and 86, or something like 89 and 85 as our two numbers. So we can have these two numbers as the average, or these two, or anything. But we know that 6 score 90 or above. So that means that 6 numbers here, let me do it in a different color. 6 numbers here score 90 or above. And we know that because it's 90 or above, it has to be past the 11th number, because the 11th number is greater than 87. And so those 6 numbers are going to be, has to be one of these numbers from 11 to 20th. And our question is, how many students received scores of 88, or 89? And so we're going to have 6 numbers that are 90 or above, and then the number of students that have to receive 88 or 89 has to be 10 minus 6, which is equal to 4, because the rest of the students, so the other 4 numbers are going to come from here, because those are the numbers that are, so in green, those are the numbers that are greater than 87, but less than 90, right? But less than 90. And then in red, these are the numbers that are 90 or above. And so by elimination, we know that there has to be only 4 numbers that are 88 or 89. And that's number 49. All in all, this problem really tested how averages worked and how we were able to put together a lot of information. You know, there's a lot of things that are going on in this question, but by breaking this down step by step. So, for example, we first started with the information. So we started with this 30%, and then we found that 6 scored 90 or above. Then we found out these had to be towards the end, so it had to be some numbers from 11 to 20th. So we found out these 6 numbers were the last 6 numbers of the sequence, and then we talked about the average, looked at the average here, and then we found out where the rest had to be, which is the green area right here. And so that's 49.